Hello, and welcome back to the Reflecting Pool. You are here with me, the Shark, and my illustrious co-commentator, LJ.
Hello.
What's up, LJ? How you feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling good. Feeling real good.
Good, good. So today we're going to talk about this MLC and what happened this past week in week two. A lot of things happened. Specifically, you winning your game, man. We're gonna get to that a little bit. Um, But before we do that, we got a little shameless plug to do. So, as you heard, we are the Reflecting Pool. You can catch us every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch at twitch.tv/the Reflecting Pool. You can catch us on YouTube at youtube.com/the Reflecting Pool. If you love this content that we're producing for you, you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/the Reflecting Pool. Also, we like to mention our sponsor. Our sponsor is Black Sun Games here in Maryland. We have an affiliate link down in the description if you'd like to follow that. Specifically, we partner with this sponsor for one special reason, and one reason that we hold dear to our heart, and that's the quality of cards when you buy them. So this specific sponsor we have is very, very specific on how they grade their cards. They rate them exactly how they should be. Because you know how when you go on TCG Player and someone says it's a light play card and then you receive a heavy play card, these guys ensure that their card is exactly what it is when they post it online. And they post pictures. They have a 100% feedback rating, so you should go check them out down in the description in our affiliate link. And also, we are, branching out to other things. So if you have any other type of things you're interested in getting into, just let us know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell too so you get a notification when we post any videos. But as for today, though, we're going to talk about the week two of the MLC. First and foremost, let's go back and review week one. Week one, I played against Sick Robot, Timmy T1000, and Squirrel Mob. I played Jace Friends Prodigy on Jace High Tide. It was a interesting game to say the least. Timmy played a early hole breacher and just blew me out of the game.
Shut you down.
Yeah, that game
Shut you
was
down.
was bad, but that's okay. I planned on only playing that deck once, got it over with. We're done from there. Week one, who did you play, LJ?
My week one was me higher Fukins and Ken.
Yeah. So that would have been
So
that's your week one, but my week two. So I'll go back over my
yeah,
week two later. So into that game, which we already said you did win that game, but what was your strategy getting into that game, sir?
man, I don't have a strategy when I play Edric. I just leave it up
Oh
and
my god.
let it work its magic.
Oh my god. So you're telling me you literally raw dog this pod and we're just like, I'm just gonna see what happens.
So I chose Edric because I wanted a strong start.
Mm-hmm.
And what better strong start for me than with the the best deck I play? And I kind of figured uh, this my division, which is these guys that they would want to start off strong too, and they all brought strong decks. Higher brought his Kenrith mid range list, for example. So we I think he and I had the same idea. Hey, start
Mm-hmm.
off strong. Uh, there was Esper mid range and Grixis Turbo now. So we all brought strong decks to the to the pod to play against.
Yeah, so I remember watching a little bit of that game. It seemed like that Fukins had a really, really. I'm sorry, Fukins had a really strong. At least for the part I watched, he had a really strong hold on that pod. So for you to turn out that win, what actually happened in that game?
Uh, so what happened was I think so. Ken was first. Ken was first with the Turbo Adnaz deck, and he like he tried to go off really quickly, which like you're playing against three mid range decks who against three blue mid range decks of all that. So
Hmm.
going off in the face of all that counter magic, because we didn't counter anything until you put an Adnos on a stack and we let it resolve because I think it was a Adnos from 30 life.
Yeah.
It was an Adnos from 30 life, and there was a Kenrith out, an Edric out, and the Sarah's Ascendant. So I'm like, man, this is a real ballsy Adnos because
Yeah.
the Sarah's Ascendant is gonna hit you, the Kenrith's gonna hit you, and I'm gonna hit you. So basically, you're basically Adnosing for about 17 cards
Yeah.
to just not die on the back crackbacks. So
Yeah, and I remember hearing one specific thing that you said in that pod, which was y'all aren't hitting each other enough. So here's an Edric.
oh man, that game was wild. I think our opening hands all got messed up because of a turn one Wheel of Fortune,
Wow.
and the other two, the turn one Wheel of Fortune was from turn one turn one on the play Wheel of Fortune, and I was like, oh my lord,
Wow.
this is gonna be one of those games. But luckily I was able to find lands, so
Yeah,
I was
you
able to
were,
stay in the
but
game.
but from what I saw, Hire wasn't.
Oh yeah, it was awful. He kept a pretty good hand too. He had like a fish in it, water grave, like a tutor or something. He was prepped
Yikes.
for going in, but that Wheel of Fortune messed everybody up. So
Yeah, I remember. I remember after that. At least for the part I watched. After that, he really didn't do much else, which wasn't necessarily his fault. But when you're stuck on two lands and a Kenrith, there's not much you can really do.
yeah, it was not even two good lands too. It was like a Bloodstained Mire, like a scrub land. So
Yikes!
he was stuck on Mardu the whole game, and I was like, oh, I feel bad.
Yikes! And then
But
it. Go ahead.
I just I just think that game is kind of like it shows how rough it's gonna be for these Turbo Adnos decks this whole MLC. And I think Callahan during his review of the draft kind of mentioned the same thing, but it's mid range is gonna like destroy this meta. Like some of the best decks in this format are mid range,
Yeah,
and
man.
yeah, unless Adnos gets some like ridiculously fast, like before turn three wins, mid range is gonna just take over. Like so,
Yeah, 'cause that's how it kind of was for my game. For my week two game, I was playing Tana Malcolm, and I pretty much thought I had the game up until the spiciness of the pod came out, where people started playing actual competitive Magic, and they were using the triggers for my treasures to keep me from winning the game. But that's okay though, because I was literally a hop skip away from winning that game. But you know, hey, sometimes Chain of Vapor just gets there for someone else.
I mean that game even still like that was what I think Squirrel was on Yuriko
Mm-hmm.
Turbonaz.
Yep.
Yeah, so like he ended up getting there, but like I saw during the game it was rough. It was real rough for him.
Yeah.
Like it because it took a collective effort from the whole pod to stop you.
Oh, it really did. It
Like
really did.
any one of them didn't, if any one of them didn't have the interaction they had, you had that game.
Yeah.
So
it was literally them stopping me on the treasure triggers, which I didn't think they would do, but them stopping me on the treasure triggers because I had a dispel in hand to answer whatever they decided to play because I knew there wasn't that much interaction, but there was just enough. There was probably just enough to get there. And even if I used the interaction, I still had enough treasures to reactivate Glinthorn at that point and still win the game. But you
Yeah,
know they,
I remember criticizing you because I thought you went for it too early, but then I think like Sick revealed that he had like Thassa's Oracle and the Mana Consultation in hand. He was looking for one more mana.
yeah, yeah,
Timmy basically had the game. If y'all didn't remove the Morrowind, it
yeah,
was y'all were just like right there, and I was like, oh okay,
yeah.
I guess.
And that was one of the things about those pods is why I chose to see when I played the Git probe on turn one. That's why I chose Sick Robot because I knew, hey, he's gonna be the person that has the interaction because Squirrel is going first. I'm after Squirrel, so Squirrel will be tapped, but the other guy will not. Squirrel will be untapped, and the other guy won't be. So it's better to see what he has than wait till Squirrel's turn is over, and then see what he does for his turn. And Squirrel left like two or three mana up, I believe. And I was like, okay, well he has at least a single piece of interaction, so I can beat him with this if the triggers go right. Fortunately, they didn't, but hey, it all comes and goes.
It just shows like you have to play real tight in these games. Like this is not
Yeah, this is
the
not your.
quality of these games are a little bit higher, so you have to like.
Yeah, yeah.
I
This
don't think
is
people are gonna. You're not gonna cheese wins here in this MLC, which is great. Like
yeah,
if you can win a game out of your own like fruition, out of your own like out of how good you are in these games, it gets a lot.
yeah.
It feels a lot
Your
better.
average. This isn't your average LGS. This is like pro league, for Commander right now, and it feels great. These are the type of games I enjoy, so I'm okay with losing, especially to the caliber player I'm losing to. Um, it just makes you realize that much better what else you could have done to be better.
Yep.
Speaking about being better, um, let's talk about the current place where the league's at right now. Like, with you winning your game, so you're 1-1.
Mhm.
Where do you think you'll end up at the end of the tournament?
Um, I'm pretty confident myself. Like I think like 6 to 7 wins. That's what I'm aiming for. Yeah, maybe to win it all,
Okay,
but 6 to 7 wins would be where I see myself.
okay, that makes sense. I'm not pushing. I'm not pushing for to win the whole thing. I'm just want to be in the top half. So if I can make myself in the top 16 out of the 32 players, I'm good with that. I don't need all the praise and all that good stuff. I think I'm decent, but I'm not that great.
I mean,
Um,
I think 5 wins. Not only that's that's pretty freaking good. If you get five wins, you. But also, I think 5 wins would probably get you
yeah, five win
into
five.
any finals.
Yeah, 5 wins will get you there because there's 10 weeks. So if you win half your game, that would literally be half your games if you got
Yeah,
five wins.
that's a monster.
So I mean, you're doing really great if you get 5 wins. If I'm pushing for like three.
And I know with us, we were lucky and able to choose some of our pet decks. So
Yeah.
decks were like, I know you're confident with your Thrasios, Vol Smasher list to win any
Mm-hmm.
games.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I am with Edric. So if you count those as 3 wins right there, you just need to find 2 wins out of the
Well,
the
see,
three other
well,
decks,
see,
right?
I only have 2 home games, so see that plays a difference between myself and you. Whereas you have 3 home games, I have two.
Well, no, I have 2 home games. Yeah, I have 2 home games. I just seen.
Okay.
But
Okay.
like, if you're confident with a deck that no matter what place you're in, you can get a dub.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's how I feel about the Tana Malcolm deck. I mean, it's not my exact deck because Spleenface took my exact deck, but it's close enough to where I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna make much of a difference. And especially after playing it last week, like I know how to properly play it. Yeah, man, it's gonna be smooth sailing.
And like with Edric, I was third in the pod, so and I my confidence was not less shaken at all. I was like, shit, I'm third. Okay, that easy. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be good. I think the people who were able to draft a pet deck are in a very good spot in this tournament because
Yeah. Yeah.
just having confidence coming into the game helps so much instead of like
So
coming in with
much.
being nervous. Go ahead, man.
So my next question for you is, and I wanna I'm gonna get a little deep here and start, picking at people. Um, who is the person that you are least concerned with playing against? The person that you're in a pod with that you don't take that serious. I'm gonna go there with you.
Damn, it's only week 2. We're already doing this.
Hey, bro, we
Okay,
gotta get spicy over here.
okay. Jesus, who am I not worried about playing? I'm Rebel.
That's
Like,
ooh.
like, yeah,
Ooh, yeah, you gotta explain that one. We can't just run over that.
yeah. I don't look, man. Like, I just don't think any of the decks she chose were good, and she didn't choose any of them. So I'm like, okay, so you're coming with 4 decks you haven't touched. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not gonna. I'm not too worried about that.
Yikes. Okay, so
I
you're
mean, like,
you're not getting that spicy. I thought you were gonna get spicy. I'm gonna get
oh,
spicy.
you want to talk about? Oh, you're talking about like in terms of like caliber of player. Oh
Yeah, I'm
man.
not talking about just decks they pick. I'm
Oh.
talking about like
Oh.
you just don't
Oh
think this
no,
person's that great, you know?
bro. Man, look. Let's. All right then. Jesus, that's fun. That's wild. Oh, who am I not scared of? I guess I want to say, man, I like most people. I think most people are good. Timmy, maybe. Like I don't think I'm scared of Timmy.
That makes sense. I can see that.
Like, I think he'll be able to cheese some wins, and
Oh
like he
yeah.
actually like he thinks about some of his games. But if I'm playing against him, man, look. I mean, I'm not scared of nobody. I'm good. I might as well go say I'm not worried about playing nobody.
I mean,
All y'all garbage. All
exactly.
y'all garbage.
Exactly.
Let's just do it like that. Gauntlet thrown. All y'all are garbage.
I don't think
bro.
anyone's really that concerned. But for me, the one I'm least worried about playing, and this is the homie. I played against him in real life, so I mean, I could say this as having experience playing against. That's my boy Braden, man. I'm pretty sure he's gonna pick Corvo for our pod when we play together, and then I'm just gonna blow him out. I'm just
Nah,
gonna,
I think he's gonna disrespect y'all and bring Winota stacks against y'all.
bro. If he do that, he might as well go and chalk up that L, bro.
I think he's gonna go straight disrespect and bring stacks. Is he on
Well,
the play of that one?
nah, well, I think he is for one. I know the week 4 one, which is next week. Because this should be coming out, right before week 3. We played week 3. Week 4 though, he's in my pod and I'm home and I'm the home player. I don't think I have.
I think he's gonna disrespect y'all and bring Winota stacks.
I mean, he might,
I think
but I mean,
I think he's gonna make the wrong decision and bring that deck in.
I got
And
some spicy shit for him on week 4 because I already told you about what deck I'm playing. I got that spice for him, bro.
oh man,
I'm gonna tell him to keep up. Keep up. We going fast, boys.
bro, it's so wild.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if you had anybody that you've been looking at, seeing. I'm not really worried about that person.
I mean, I'm not really worried about most people. I think that if I am worried about somebody, like I get, and we can segue into that question
Yep.
because I'm assuming that's your next question.
That was my next question.
Who am I most worried about? Deke on the play with a turbo Nas deck
Facts. Facts. I was
is
gonna say the
like
same thing.
man, because I think he's he's one of the few people who got a pet deck, a deck he's known to play, and it's
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately a very good deck.
Yeah.
But I think he won his week one with like Thrasios Quark, and I was like, oh my lord, bro, he's winning with this shit. Oh, he's gonna be a problem.
Bro, for real though, I was gonna say the same thing. I played against Deke, I believe, twice. He's not in any of my games. He's not a home player, but it's just the fact that I gotta play Deke, bro, with a deck like that. Dog, I'm not looking forward to it. I don't want to do it because I already know he's.
So I
Good.
play against him this week, and I was thinking hard, man, and I'm bringing Belby, y'all. Everybody would know that by the time this comes out, anyways. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not revealing anything crazy. I'm bringing Belby, but I was thinking like, man, maybe I need to go in with the Gila, or like run Edric back, or like bust out Tassiger, some. But I was like, a stack on the play. I'll try it out. I'll I'll try it out here. But yeah,
Yeah. So we're both, not like stressed out about Deke, but we're, okay, Deke's got a good deck and he's gonna be playing something good. Okay. So that now brings us into our next week section about next week. I have a bye week this week, so my week there I won't be playing anyone. I'll be watching though, but you have a home game against
yep,
Josh, Infinite IMOC, and the player we just talked about, Deke.
yep.
So, what are you expecting? I know at this point, deck lists have been released, so we know who we're playing against. You know the decks that they're playing. But what do you expect from this game? Like, what's your thoughts so far?
If I expect if I don't come out hot, I'm gonna get rolled over. And the reason I chose Belby on the play is because I actually think Belby's one of the better stacks decks in this format.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because one, it plays the most relevant stacks pieces in the game. So like the one problem is there's a few problems with stacks. But the first one is sometimes you draw a stacks piece and it's the most irrelevant horse shit you ever drew in your life. You're like, this doesn't do anything to this pod. That is not what Belby. That's not what Belby does. It play it plays shit like Torpor Orb. Torpor Orb is always relevant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Dockside, that's Oracle. It plays Nora type effects, so we're stopping artifacts. It plays Damping Spear, which I think Damping Spear is actually probably one of the better stacks piece in this, in like just CEDH, because Stopping Storm is what you want to be doing. So if I don't come out hot, I'm just gonna get rolled over, and I know they're gonna, and I feel these guys are gonna aggressively mulligan for some hot starts. So I need to come out swinging.
Yeah, so I just pulled it up just to make sure I have the information right. But yeah, you're playing just about all fast decks. You got Josh on Thrasios and Bruce. You got IMOC on Arumi Spellseeker. And then you have Deke on Rog and Timna. So looks like they're all trying to go fast. So
Yeah, they're all trying to go. Um, if I am able to set a foothold, then I have to start worrying about the Dawnbreaker Thrasios deck,
mm-hmm.
because that can grind just as hard.
Yeah.
So if I do set a good foothold, I gotta worry about that. But the deck is pretty solid. That can And once I set a good foothold, it has a lot of ways to win the game after that. But
Yeah. So
if I don't start off hot, which I'm gonna mulligan for a hot start, I'm not gonna keep my first seven because it has lands and things to do. No, I gotta go just as fast probably.
of course, of course. So you may be more familiar than I am with this deck, and I gotta ask some questions on it because I've never seen it before. The Rumi Spellseeker. You know anything about that deck?
Um, not particularly, but I it combos with Spellseeker,
Yeah.
which I forgot what the specific combo is. I think it like ends up copying Spellseeker a bunch of times to get there. I'll have to do my research later. But in the end of the day, it's a Demir deck, which means it's playing Thassa's Oracle. It's playing Demonic Consultation Data Pack.
Oh.
So
Oh.
that's the floor. That's the floor of the deck. Where your floor of the deck is the best win con in the format, you you're in a good spot.
Yeah. So I'm,
It's like,
I'll pull up the card now. It's a Rumi of the Dead Tide.
yep.
One blue and a black. Has an ability that says tap exile cards from your graveyard equal to the number of opponents you have. So three, two, or one. Target creature in your graveyard gains Encore until the end of turn. Encore cost is equal to its mana cost. So basically, we're going to Encore this Oracle and put another Demonic Consultation on the stack and try to win the game again. Got it. Got it. Cool. At least that's what I would assume. That's
I'll take a look at the list. The lists are public, so I'll just take a look at the
yeah.
list later.
Yeah, I just wanted to look at the card. I've never heard of the card till literally just now when I looked it up. So that's interesting. Um,
I
like you,
mean, it's based Demir, right? So like
yeah,
it's you gotta give it some. I'm gonna give it some flack just because.
just because of Oracle. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, which is cool. That makes sense. That makes proper sense. I just needed to look it up just so I know. Um, we talked about what you expect. So, and we also talked about your thoughts behind picking Belby Stacks this week. Personally, I don't think the Belby Stacks is a great deck, but that's neither here nor there. To me, it's just another worse Edric than normal. But I mean,
So the one thing I like about Belby, it's a black stacks deck. So like at worst, you're able to search out the things you need to shut the game down, which is the that's why I particularly don't like white stacks decks unless they have black in them because like if you're not able to search what you need at any particular time,
mm-hmm.
then you're just going to get cheesed out because your opponents just happen to have the exact answer in their hand, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah,
plus it has a lot of ways to win. It's playing green, so mana is never going to be an issue.
mm-hmm.
So it's I feel like it's in a good spot, and for those that are looking for a stack sec to play, I think Belby's the way to go.
Yeah. It's definitely from what I've seen of it so far. I don't personally give it all that much respect, but I have seen it. It is a good stacks deck for this current meta that we're in because
Yeah,
it does play black and it's able to tutor what's needed at that exact moment.
yeah,
And then, like you said, the mana efficiency it has from playing the dorks is great because you're not feeding too much into Dockside. I mean, you're gonna feed a little bit because you're playing artifacts, but
yeah.
it's not too much. You also get the benefit of Carpenter Flowers to take
Yep.
advantage of the blue decks here. So you got a lot of good cards in a deck. So it's very, very interesting. I just don't think it's. I don't know. I'm not a stacks player anymore. My Derevi days are over. So you know.
It's hard to play stacks in this format, really. Like unless like you have black, and are able to draw cards, like it's hard to play stacks because the decks these days are just too good and too fast. Like it
Yeah,
almost doesn't matter what you really do.
yeah. If you don't have that turn one, turn two stacks, it's gonna literally halt the table. You pretty
Yeah.
much lost the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Because
Well,
you're gonna play against some guy with a Thrasios, and he's gonna sit there drawing cards, and you play, well, can't stop that.
you know, Thracius and Vile Smasher, man, best deck in the format right now. But yeah, that's it. That's our quick podcast for the day. So we just wanted to go over what's gonna happen. What we thought, all that good stuff. See what we're looking forward to in this week. We got our game. I'm sorry, you have your game because I'm not playing this week. On Sunday, I believe at 12, if I saw that correctly.
Yep, 12 Eastern.
Yep, Sunday 12 EST.
And
I'll
we
be.
are we are going to be streaming that live,
We
so
will be
come check
streaming
it
that.
out.
We'll be streaming that on twitch.tv/the reflecting pool. You can also catch this video back on this channel that you're on right now at youtube.com/the reflecting pool. While you're here, you might as well hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the thumbs up. If we get 25 likes, we'll give away some nice Commander staple, something good. I'm not sure what yet, but if we get 25 likes, we can give away something nice. Something with some value to it. Also, don't forget, since we're already here, check out our sponsor, Black Sun Games, with our TCG affiliate, down in the description. Also, there where you find the link for our TCG affiliate, we'll have our link tree where you can find all our links to all of our stuff: Twitch, YouTube, Discord, Patreon, our Twitter, and even our deck list links that are on Moxfield for all five of us. If you want to check that out, um, go ahead and give that a check. Go and give that a look. See if anything you like. Feel free to talk to us, contact us, all that good stuff. Um, and that was your time today with us and the reflecting pool. We'll catch you later.